Terrana. This is a world where magic comes alive, where people live alongside mystical creatures with magical powers. These creatures are known to all as Mystimon. Some fear these creatures, but others imprint them and call upon them to fight by their side. Mystimon are found all over this world, but this world is under siege by forces from beyond and within. Ghosts, demons, horrific eldritch terrors from beyond this world, and an evil cult worshipping unknowable and terrible beings. Now, an enigmatic group of investigators sets out to stop these incursions and defend the world from the terrors of the void, as they work to end the machinations of a madman in Mystimon Saga: Hidden Archives. Aloha, welcome back to Mystimon Saga. This is Mystimon Saga: Hidden Archives, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition actual play. I'm your host and game master, GM Seth, aka Seth R. Mitchell, and I am the writer and creator of this vast world. Today, I am once again joined by...
Greetings, I am Binary. I play the Automaton Necromancer, Bastil, and the Gola Guardian, Goldromanio Zarixiltha.
Hello, I'm Shadow, and I play Rat the Goblin Rogue, and I'm Aetos the Galvarin Runesmith.
Hello everybody, I am Twilight, and I am playing as Adolin, the Galvarin Ritual, and having a blast while doing so.
Hello, I'm Ducky. I'm playing Willow, a Midnight Marcon. I forgot the other part.
Summoner.
Mystimon Summoner.
Hi, I am Maritime Kitty, and I play Makoto, the Animus.
Alrighty. When we last left our investigators, we met Makoto. We flashed back a couple of weeks as Makoto stepped onto the docks in Evergreen City, and she had an interesting encounter with Gwoi and Aria. She doesn't quite know them yet, but Gwoi felt familiar to her. And then she felt drawn to the Primal Woods, this dense, dark region of woods just outside of Evergreen City. She felt drawn there, but Gwoi distracted her enough that the feeling faded for the time being. A couple of weeks passed by. She's seen some wondrous things here at the championship games, and then she is drawn once again to go into the Primal Woods. She has this mysterious feeling that just draws her into the Primal Woods, and this time she went. Despite all of the begging and the protests of two women just outside of the Primal Woods, tried to stop her from going in there, she went in anyways. And Rat happened by Crystal and Diana as they were trying to calm down Rissian, who is desperately worried about Hyokun, Kyrene's son and her fiance. She is desperately worried about Hyokun because he went off on his own into the Primal Woods the previous day, and he hasn't been seen since. So Crystal and Diana asked you, could you bring together your party and head out there and search for him while we try to get Gracianne back into the tavern and calm her down. Perhaps if she knows that someone is out there looking for him, maybe she'll calm down. And you obliged, happily I might add, because you've been wanting to go out there to the Primal Woods to take a stab at the curse of the Primal Witch for a very long time.
Let me correct you. Not stab, shoot.
Or shoot. Okay. And Deanna, it said to face the curse of the Primal Witch. Crystal, are you sure they're up for that? Haven't you heard the stories? And she expanded on that, and she said the legend goes that there was once a woman who lived out there in those woods as like a hermit. She lived alone, but no one trusted her. And when kids started going missing in those woods, the people in the city, they grew angry and went out there with torches and pitchforks, and they tied her up in a tree and set fire to her, calling her a witch. But she claimed her innocence the whole way up until her death. Some say that she placed a curse upon the land that day, and now she haunts the wood, searching for those who wronged her. And then there was another exchange between Deanna and Crystal, particularly about Deanna's glasses, because Crystal noted that you wear glasses before. Well, apparently Deanna wears glasses now. And so you went and gathered together your party. You found Adolin in the in the grasp of a strange, mysterious, beautiful woman, but realized that she wasn't actually a woman. She was a Qualpolloc, a mysterious siren Mystimon that is known to take the form of various things. But you saw this Qualpolloc for what it was, and you imprinted it. So you got another pet, another companion.
We're just gonna gloss over the fact that it almost killed Ada.
Yeah, I'm going to gloss over that because you're not supposed to kill your teammates.
Bookshelf almost killed Ada. What's new?
Anything will kill Ada. What's new? Ada gets herself into trouble on a daily basis.
We can't focus on everything that almost kills Ada. We'll be here all day.
Of course, absolutely.
It's my quota. Well, I was just fulfilling the quota.
Yeah, it's in her contract. I say referring to this mysterious contract that doesn't exist. Nobody here has contracts, but Twilight apparently took it upon themselves to say they have a contract, and they're in their contract. They have to get themselves into trouble.
Speaking of, 2 weeks ago, nothing almost killed Ada, so we're gonna need you to bring it up on that quota. Like, you're kind of actually
It's called
behind.
Reckless Abandoned. Well, one, it's called Reckless Abandoned, and two, it also goes by the name Not Giving a Shit.
Okay.
Have everyone know I'm at dice number 63 as far as getting the full D100 to have special effects.
Okay, so we pick up as you guys have come out here. You found Makoto, this Alapeke who wandered into the woods as if in a trance. You found her. She snapped out of her trance, and she had started setting up a camp right in the middle of this abandoned campsite that you later learned was once occupied by a camp troop of kids, of Gelvaran kids, and one of whom was Aria, the sister of Ruva, who asked a previous party of the Hidden Archives to search for his sister, and they failed to find her. Well, now you have found something they did not. You found a few of something they did not. You found video crystals that she left behind. The first one, she was filming the camping trip, starting with the campsite that is now abandoned. The second one shows the camp director is telling scary stories, starting with the legend of the Primal Wood. The third one, the camp director is leading the troop through the woods, but has apparently gotten lost, and Aria jokes, worst camp guide ever. And the fourth one you found, it is dark, Aria is lost, alone, and scared, and trying desperately to find her companions. Well, now it is dark, and Willow was lost and scared, trying desperately to find their companions, and then she heard a sound behind her, and something touched them on the back. And you have been hearing also these howls that you identified as being from Hellvouds. And Shadow is on break.
No.
It says you're on break.
I just want to see what that coffee symbol means.
Might have reached the limit of what the dice thing can handle. Once I had the full 100, I clicked saved and Foundry immediately reset for me. So I'm now logging back into the dice to see if it took.
Oh,
I think that's just something that happens with modules. Once in a while, when you save something in a module, it will have to reset it.
Oh, God.
Well, it took it. Ooh.
So that is where we pick up, as these guys are having fun playing around with the new modules.
Hey, I wasn't playing. I was setting up very important settings, so a little swirly magical effect happens for every single side of the D100 die.
Ducky, stop playing around with it.
oh, okay. And
It was very important work.
Okay, that is where we pick up. Willow has been taken somewhere. You have no idea where Willow is.
am I still unconscious? Probably.
Probably. You have no idea where Willow is. You guys have been searching desperately for Willow and for Hyokun, and finding these crystals only makes things even stranger. Like, why is it you are finding these crystals, but the previous party could not find them?
We would find Willow already too if we could use our magic.
No.
You use magic?
Wasn't the thing? Oh wait, never mind. I wasn't there. Oh wait, never mind. Oh.
So, we pick up. It is dark. It is foggy. You can't see crap unless you turn on your torches. I hope you've turned on your lanterns.
I can see in the dark.
Well, goblins can.
Except Ame, he has to turn on his torch.
Yes.
I mean his lantern.
Yes.
Both of my characters have dark vision.
Yeah, and Mikoto, I believe, Mikoto had to turn on her lantern.
Because I have no light.
Yeah, and Soma had to turn on her lantern. Both Coldra and Bastille have dark vision. Ada had to turn on her lantern.
Yeah, because the low light vision ain't doing much in here.
So, it's a very good thing you picked up those investigator kits.
Naoko's just sticking near the light.
So, we pick up. You guys just found this crystal that was lodged in a log. You just watched it, and now you've been hearing these Hellvout howls. What do you do? What do you do?
I really partially remember this from the last session. We've already hoped two of them, so if you hear a third one and see it, then we're basically going to be dead within the next few days.
All right, the legend. Yeah, if you hear three howls, you're presumed dead. Oh.
Well, three howls, then see a hellbound.
Yeah, okay.
We'll be dead within the next 3 days, I think.
Okay. Thanks for the reminder. Now I'm scared.
Oh, wouldn't Naoko's have good hearing?
Helva's just revealed themselves at the end of last session.
No.
Because there was a big thing of the fact that Bastille hadn't licensed them, but they were in fact right there because they were not alive.
No, the Hellvouds haven't revealed themselves thus far. You haven't seen them yet. You don't want to see them.
Yeah,
According to the legend, you don't want to see them.
Legend's legend. According to legend, we shouldn't even be in these woods. So,
No, fair. Fair point is fair.
Yeah, but at least worth knowing the risk that we're really taking in the cross.
You do the risk, and he still came out here.
Yes, but still.
Alrighty then. So let's establish who's at the front of the pack and who's at the last.
That's a very good
Bastille's
question.
probably at the front because he was leading the way to the cabin before.
Yeah, and I was about to say, if anything, whatever rat is within the group, Ada's more than likely right behind because we're back to the old joke.
He's probably he's right behind Cauldra and enemies, like right in front of Makoto. I'm assuming Makoto would take the last place.
Nayoko's near the light. I probably imagine.
I was gonna say, I'm not sure. I was gonna suggest Cauldra be in the back so that we had people with dark vision on either side.
That is true, but we do have
And-
lights on.
And tanks on either side.
Yeah, we got lights on, so that does sound like a good idea. Then, just the tank idea. Okay, then
Yeah.
let's go with that formation. Everybody okay with that?
Okay.
So Makoto, you just have a lumbering giant of a devil and a robot behind you. Perfectly. I'm sure that's great for your sanity in these dark woods.
Sounds like one hell of a bodyguard.
What hell of a bodyguard. Okay. You continue on your way through these woods. What direction are you going? Do you have any sense of direction?
Yes, I knew the direction of the cabin, and I've got the earth sight box that you've said is working presently.
Presently.
Yes. Presently is still a form of working. So I've got two things of direction to go off of, because I also had already flown up and seen the direction of the cabin.
I would like to point out that Rad would have his weapons drawn. He has his gun in one hand and his sword in the other.
I would certainly hope so.
I'm not there. Didn't you have your like buddy out?
Oh, my Qualipelic.
Were they out?
At this point, yeah. Oh, right, yeah. They're like a little tiny animal to scout out as well. Yeah, I forgot all about that.
is a shapeshifter. She could transform into a small animal. Excuse me.
Is there a butterfly like Mystimon in here?
There is a butterfly Mystimon, but is it here in these woods? Probably not, because you don't hear anything other than those Hellvounds. It is like dead silent, other than the Hellvounds.
Okay, never mind. That changes my entire plan. I'm just gonna order Qualipelic. It's like, all right, I want you to do me a favor, stay nearby me.
I guess this makes a whole new meaning to the term dead of night.
And so you summon Qualipelic, and as you summon Qualipelic, it is Aerinel.
And
So mark off on your sheet that you have used a summon slot.
Okay. Where do I go to mark that off?
That's a very good question. I need to actually set that up on your character sheets. Rat input to that? Okay.
Does that mean any Mystimon you had out got like?
I've got an idea.
unsummoned?
We'll set it up with...
Or can Mystimon stay summoned if you're unconscious?
Yeah, Ducky, you ask many questions.
I do.
It's like we get there when we get there.
Exactly.
I think Ducky's asking because they're passed out and have Mystimon.
Yeah, I'm passed out. I was wondering if my Nyoko would still be out.
I have an idea.
We've gotten there.
Also, what you're saying is that we had already crossed that bridge 5 miles back.
Give me 1 second. We'll change this to a... Let's see.
Only I had a clone.
Okay. Do plan. There. You have cast summoning. So you have 2 summon slots left.
Okay. Where do I find those summer slots?
I put it on your spellcasting tab.
Okay, thank you. I see it. Spontaneous.
I tried doing it with the focus spell thing. That didn't quite work because I have to use a rule element that I just don't have time to deal with that right now. So I'll figure that out later.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll just keep track of it.
So use that for now to count your summon slots, and I'll figure out the rule element thing later when I have the time. So you've summoned Qualipelic. Qualipelic is eyeing Adolin down. Kind of looks like it wants to take another stab at Adolin again.
Hold on here, cat. That there's my buddy.
If anything, Aiden's just not partially looking over to the side, but if anyone's close by enough, despite how relatively dark it is, they could tell like she has a very small amount of blush on.
She tried to kill you.
As you say that, Qualapala kisses at you, rat.
I know. Why do I even bother with you?
Every Mystimon has their own personality. So
Yeah.
you've
I'm
got one
waiting.
of the misbehaving ones. Congratulations.
Yeah. Don't worry. I
Well,
can't wait for the arc.
You continue on through the woods, tightly close together, because it is spooky AF out here. It's dark. It's a little bit foggy, and you could barely even see with these lanterns. You could still see with them, but it's so dark that it only lights up like a little bit of ways ahead of you, and you can hear nothing except Wallapollock hissing at Rat.
Yeah. Whatever. Just make sure you don't do anything too stupid, all right?
And Wallapollock goes, hmm? As if she seems hurt that you would accuse her of being stupid.
No, it's just no. It's not like that. It's just that, it's a dark, dangerous place, and you might think you're all that, but in reality, you're not all that.
Wallapollock dismisses itself.
Okay.
Look what you've done.
So here you have this goblin fighting with his own Mystimon. I don't know why it's paused. So, continue on. And soon you come across the log that you had just found the video crystal in. You've been going in circles.
Oh no.
So what do you
Quick
do?
question.
Sure.
Are any of us trained in survival?
That's a very, very good question. It's an excellent question.
I was about to say trained, no, but I do have plus 15.
Uldra also has plus 15.
Because
But also, I mean, am I able to get us to the cabin fine with Bastille?
you just said that we were going around in circles.
Even with the Earth Sight box showing the way and me being able to
Yeah.
fly up on Vamprawl to check it?
You could try to... You,
19, so I'm trained in survival.
Oh, thank you.
Bakoto's trained?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if I need to refly up on Vamprawl to check where the cabin is, I will, but it didn't seem that far away.
Yeah, you gotta use your summon slot then.
So use a summon slot to summon Vamprawl.
Do you want me to roll for survival?
Sure.
Yeah, the reason why I asked for survival is because survival is the skill you use to, like, redirect yourself. Like, you tell creatures, like, yes, we're this and this. North is there.
Okay. 23. Next time, could you roll that in secret, please?
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
You see up down below the actual chat box, you see these buttons. One looks like a D20. It says public roll if you highlight it. One says private GM roll. That looks like a person reading a book. And one, it looks like an eye. And self roll, looks like a person. That should be it. The one that looks like an eye should be the one to roll in secret.
Want me to test it?
Sure. That says private.
I saw it, but I don't know if anybody else saw it, so...
Nobody else saw it. Not even me.
Okay.
How about you highlight the buttons and see what it says?
So you want to see it, but you don't want anyone else to see it, right?
Yeah, the general idea.
So on the bottom right, it's the one that says blind GM roll.
There you go. You found it. So
I want, before you do, one moment. What's your bonus for survival? I want to test something.
It's 19.
Plus 19?
Mm-hmm.
Seth?
Sure.
What's the roll of 31?
what?
Was the roll of 31?
Yes.
So just for reference, we can see the dice itself roll, even if we don't see the result.
That's curious.
On the board.
On the board. That's interesting.
That's curious.
So it just shows question marks for you guys?
It shows question marks in the chat thing, but on the actual map, like where it shows the dice rolling, we see what number it lands on. So I'd seen it landed on 12, so I added plus 19 for 31.
That's interesting. I wonder if that's a setting somewhere that...
Figured I'd let you know. Anyway, we can continue on. Just wanted to let you know about that.
So it doesn't really give a blind roll.
Assume that's a byproduct of the new dice system. But if you take them away, I swear.
Now that we get our pretty colored dice, we don't want them to go bye-bye.
Well, especially not after I just spent time.
Yeah, I don't know
putting
what's
a-
going on because there's this setting down here at the very bottom that says show ghost dice for hidden rolls. When possible, show a dice without numbers to players when rolling a GM or blind roll.
I don't know. I mean, like, I
change
just
that to
know I saw
roll author.
12.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. That's weird. Must be something with the new dice textures. I don't know. Moving on. I changed it to a roll author only, so now only Makoto should be able to see that when she rolls that.
Time will tell.
Moving on. So with 23, you look at the moss covering the log and you're able to determine, you know that moss only grows on a certain side of a tree. You look at that log, you see the moss there, and then you look at other trees surrounding it that are still upright, and you see the moss there. Unfortunately, none of this moss is Musine that Rat has been desperately searching for.
Chester, please.
None of it is in Musine, unfortunately.
My heart.
And you know that it only grows on one side of the tree. Typically, as you're looking at these trees, the moss is on all of the sides, making it very difficult to tell from that what direction is north. This is unusual, to say the least. Moss should only be growing on one side of the tree, not all the way around.
Guys, these trees are weird. The moss is growing on all sides when it should be only growing on one side.
That's okay.
That is very concerning and confusing at the same time.
What side is it normally supposed to grow on, and why?
Is it normally, I think, north? Because that's where the sun typically rises from, I think?
You know what? Let me scroll up in the lounge chat because Elle actually clarified that a couple of weeks ago.
I don't know that part.
I remember it's the north because that's where the sun got that way.
I was going to say,
Scrolling up.
sun don't rise or set in the north.
Yeah.
Up. Give me a second.
This fantasy world, it does.
Yeah.
Which
By the
song?
way, I still remember. You guys better have the next combo we do. Let Rat handle it all on his own. If he dies, he dies. I want that experience.
Hey, sir.
Yeah.
If we fight the Helvins next, I want one for a Mystimon.
You know what? My bad, bro. My bad. Never mind.
If we fight something else though, and it ain't cool like that, it's all you.
Thanks.
It's all you.
The guild authorizes you to let it to cook.
If we fight in Hellhounds, I want one.
Nah. The guild authorizes you to cook.
It's also very funny if Bastille specifically gets a Helven because Bastille has weakness to fire.
Yes, it's
That's
the
interesting.
north side of the trees in the northern hemisphere because of the shady and wetter conditions.
So would it not just be because of the constant weather conditions here?
Could be because we're in a cursed forest.
Or just the fact that it is a very shaded forest with very damp conditions everywhere, rather than just one side of the tree?
That is a sound hypothesis, but that does beg the question, though. What time is it now?
That is a very, very good question. Do you want to make a survival check?
It has
I
been
mean-
exactly blank hours since we started our investigation into the forest.
Me is not trained in survival, but he will give it a scholar's try.
I mean, I imagine I know exactly how long it's been since we entered the forest.
I may. Could you please re-roll that in secret?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so used to us always rolling in public. I'm so bad.
It's all fair. It's all good.
Blind, correct?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yes.
is there a reason we switched over?
The suspense.
Yeah,
I mean,
I like it.
It's still showing.
yeah, I'd still saw the actual roll itself.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Okay, 1 second.
1 second, given extermination process starting.
Do not display 3D dice to other players on GM/blind rules. There. Saved. Okay, so you think you you're checking everything, you're rechecking, and you think it has to be the afternoon. It has to be the middle of the afternoon, but it's dark, and you're freaking out.
No! Oh no. So usually he would have like a calm, like okay, so the nicest way I can explain this, he has a rusty bitch face always on. And for a moment that just kind of breaks apart as he like just kind of like looks around at every like tree and then, like every like noise. Like, yeah, I know you described that there's noise, but in his own head he just thinks there's noise, like a noise happened there or a twig happened there, and he just like looks over there.
I may. Could you roll a will save?
Got you. It is blind.
Yes.
Oh, it worked. Let's go.
Yeah, but now we don't even get to see our fancy die. Doesn't roll nothing.
You should at least roll question marks. We get to see the dice that everybody has.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately the question marks isn't working, so I had to turn that off.
But now you've handed us these new dice for nothing.
Well, you'll still see them when it's public.
Are you gonna have us roll public then?
When a public roll is appropriate, yes.
That's what I thought. No, the answer's no.
When it's appropriate, yes. You're getting slightly unnerved.
Unfortunate.
So you get the... Does I find it? Ah, there it is. You get the unnerved condition. So you have 1 grade of unnerved.
Unfortunate.
Aime is getting a little freaked out. Is anyone sane going to pick up the slack?
Don't I have a spell that counters that? I can't remember what it's called.
Do you?
It's a spell or a skill or something.
I don't know. Let's see. Makoto, in your spell deck, which, by the way, Binary, you need to do something about your spell deck.
What's wrong with my spell deck?
You're supposed to only have 12 spells or something in your spell deck.
I do. It just shows them as every casting level they're available at. So you'll notice there are repeats of spells.
Yeah, you need to fix that.
Why? I can, with the spontaneous casting, you can cast it at any level of which you've got available. So that would mean that object reading, despite being a second rank or a first rank spell, I could cast it all the way at a 6th rank spell. So it just shows at every rank at which it's available to be cast.
Oh, is it Clear Mind? It'll help with fleeing, frightened, or stupefied?
You can attempt to counteract an effect of your choice imposing one of these conditions. Frightened and stupefied, both, I believe, are unnerved here. If you fail to counteract the effect, but you would have to, if its counteract rank were 2 lower, instead suppress the effect until the beginning of your next turn. So it depends on what level the unnerved is at, and unfortunately in this case the unnerved is at too high of a level, unless you upcast it to 6th rank. Unless you heighten it to 6th rank, that will cost quite a bit of Mystia though. Let's see, how much Mystia will that cost? 6th rank will cost 9 Mystia.
Do I have per...
You have 35 Mystia on yourself and 35 Mystia on your apparition.
Oh yeah. No, I want to save it in case that we get into a battle.
That sounds like a good plan. I may well do it. It'd be fine for now.
He's just a little nervous. He's a city boy. He doesn't go out into woods.
Noticing a theme with Shadow's characters.
Yes. You noticed that too, huh? So, do you continue on?
Sure. I will fly up and see if I can see where the cabin is with Vamprol.
You fly up with Vamprol. Vamprol luckily has echolocation. It's a giant bat, so it ought to have echolocation. But as you fly up, it almost feels like the trees go on forever and ever and ever. You can't find the top of the trees. They just go on and on. What do you do?
Is there anything repeating on the trees at all?
You know what? Make me a survival check. Or perception check, I mean, in secret.
Okay.
As you're looking closely at the trees, it does feel like there's like this one little stub where a branch used to be on one of the trees. And you're watching that one little stub, and it does seem to repeat constantly.
Cool. Let's see here. I'm see if I can burn the stub.
You're going to burn the stump. Okay.
Yeah, catch it on fire and then head up and see if, like, affecting the environment helps it change in any way.
Okay.
I respect the play.
Will it work? That's the question.
Yeah, I respect the play, but the one thing I'm terrified of is the consequences.
You're terrified of a great many things. You'll need to be very specific.
Yeah.
You know, that's a very good point, Willow. Someone probably should have made markings to keep track of where you are.
Oh, wow,
we have
that's
an
a smart
Earth
idea.
sight box. We can constantly see the environment shifting around us.
Yeah, when it decides to work.
I mean, since it had started working, you hadn't said it stopped yet. So
You haven't checked it again yet. Do you check it again?
I literally described myself as keeping it open while we were walking towards the cabin.
You noticed that the box has stopped working again.
Okay, because yes, I did describe that when I initially pulled it out and it had started working.
So you burned that little stump. That's a mark. You just marked a tree.
And I continue heading up to see
Okay,
while it's burning if I'm able to progress.
Yeah, this is on Bastille.
Correct. Bastille is the one that has tamed the vampire.
I need you to roll an acrobatics check.
Huh?
As
He's fighting back.
Vampral starts, it starts going crazy and it starts rearing to the left and rearing to the right, trying to shake you off. It seems to be freaked out. You could roll a nature check to try to calm it down.
Could I roll occultism, since that's what I used for taming it?
This is basically a command animal, so you need to roll nature.
Here, the nature first and go from there.
You try to calm it. You try to hush, it's okay. It doesn't work. Your vampral is completely freaked out. It almost seems like it is hearing something that you cannot. And with those massive ears, it probably hears a lot of things that you cannot.
Can I plug its ears?
You can try. Do you have anything to plug its ears?
My fingers?
Do keep in mind that if you plug its ears, you effectively blind it because of the way echolocation works.
I'm just trying to calm it for a moment, like, while we study ourselves, and then, like, I'm not gonna have it, like, try and go any direction at this moment while.
Okay. You try to plug its ears, and it freaks out even more. Because now it's essentially blinded, so it's even more scared.
It does also have perception through scent of 30 feet. It's imprecise, but it does have more than one perception type available to it.
Yeah.
Imprecise scent just means it has a vague idea that things are there. So it knows that it's you based on your scent, but it can't fully outright tell that you're there.
Yeah. Your vampral is scared.
Is it able to go back down or anything? Or
Yes it is.
okay, then we shall go back down.
You go back down, and once it's back down on the ground, and you're able to get off, it still seems really scared.
I have a mean idea,
Uh-oh.
but I don't know who we should do it to.
Uh-oh.
Are you saying this out loud as your character, or?
No, and I'm above board because since Vampire is freaking out, I'm thinking about summoning one of my Mystimon to see what their reaction would be.
I'm confused what you mean.
Because Vampire has
Probably
very
not a
good.
good idea.
Yeah, that's what I'm going. Yeah, ideally, probably.
Trying to cause a cat fight.
No, not a cat fight. I just want to see if also another Mystimon can hear it as well.
Man, if
Oh.
well over there, they have something that could help calm Vampire down.
Soma right now is trying to hush Zeal, and also Kari the Nyoko is also, it also seems really freaked out.
Yeah, that's okay. Wait a minute. I'm gonna look at our two casters, aka Makoto and Ida. I'm gonna say to them as Rabbit, like, so guys got any spells that can help out with this? I mean, I can also help out with my own ghost power sensing abilities. Maybe all three of us, or I mean, all of us can work together and try to figure out what's going on. Does that sound like a sound idea, considering the fact that Big Bad over there is freaking out, and Zeal and the cat is also freaking out as well?
I mean, it is clear that something is holding us here, yes.
Agreed.
Well,
So
essentially.
it is using the forest to hide itself, or to try and control our sense of direction. We simply cut down the forest until it shows itself.
That seems like an aggressive
beat the idea of
plan.
boning it. Well, it definitely beats the idea of boning it, but I don't think either of them would do much help you.
And plus, if we destroy the forest, that means the other Mystimon that called this place home might not have a home to go back to.
I believe
really-
it will show itself before the majority of the forest has been damaged.
So, Makoto has clear mind, as mentioned earlier. Ada has mostly damaging spells, from what I can tell.
Yeah, I've mostly got damaging spells from both innate and the spell deck.
Makoto also has Garden of Healing, one of her focus powers.
Can I use this? Oh, can I use this?
You are skilled at noticing the telltale signs of ghosts and hauntings even when you aren't investigating in exploration mode. You get a check to recall knowledge about an incorporeal undead and haunts active in the area. You also gain a +2 circumstance bonus to skill checks to disable haunts. You know what? If you want to make a haunt lore check, I do believe you have haunt lore. You want to make a haunt lore check to see if maybe this is a haunt that's active here.
Okay.
You can go ahead and do that.
Is this considered investigate haunting? Do I get the +2 to it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you
You
very
get the
much.
+2 if it's to disable it. This right now is to recall knowledge about it.
Oh yeah, it says it right there. So yeah, this is just mostly to this is try to disable it then. All right, I'm hoping for the best.
You're doing all of all of the tricks that you know to try to disable whatever haunt is active here, and nothing appears to be working.
Do I get hurt, or like do I feel like a sense of dread overall me as I like attempt to like dissuade or like get rid of this haunt essentially?
No, it just seems like nothing
Okay, cool.
you're doing seems to be working.
Okay. Oh, that's all my tricks.
Yep.
Anybody else got any bright ideas?
And merely now.
Is there any sort of recall knowledge check in general we could make to potentially figure out our ways out of this?
Rat could roll recall knowledge with haunt lore. You have occultism, you could recall knowledge about whatever haunt could be going on here.
Okay, so we can use recall knowledge.
Yeah.
Cool. Then I'm
You
going
could
to
always
use...
roll recall knowledge. You could always roll
Okay.
recall knowledge.
Well, I'm going to search for esoteric lore and take a -2 to that. But in combination with that, I am casting hypercognition.
Okay, I will recall knowledge on haunt, or would spirit be more appropriate?
Haunt in this case.
Okay.
I now realize that I have automatic knowledge when it comes to occultism.
You rapidly catalog and collate information relevant to your current situation. You can instantly use up to 6 recall knowledge checks as part of casting this spell. For these actions, you can't use any special abilities, reactions, or free actions that trigger when you recall knowledge. Is the esoteric lore a special ability?
Let me check. Sure what it was considered as. It probably is. I didn't notice that part until after.
So, if so, then it'll just be...
So it's just part of diverse lore. but
Yeah,
it might
that's
be
a
conserved
special
touch.
ability. That's a special ability.
Okay. Either way, with 6 chances to roll, here's hoping one of them's good.
Yeah, make it like occultism or something that's appropriate. Occultism, hot lore, something around that.
Is another
A way
thing
to tell this to roll 6 times? It doesn't look like I do.
Just click it 6 times.
I mean, I guess so. I was just seeing if there was an easier way. 3, 4, 5, 6. One of those has got to be good.
And not mentioning, I do have something that Ada herself could use, but I'm not entirely sure how it would exactly work heals, even though it's tied to occultism.
So, but still, you're thinking of everything that you can think of about whatever haunt it could be going on here, and you think you have it. You're like hypercognitively freaking going through everything one after another. And give me one quick second.
We're gonna die. So what was my thing for my haunt lore?
I
Is it
will
the
get
same
to
result?
that. I will get to that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, but yes, I do have this tied to occultism if this works here.
Let's see.
Yeah, the insurance fee for occultism, though.
Yep.
Oh, okay, never mind then. My bad.
Yeah, so if anything, occultism is Ada's kind of spellcasting specialty.
Mm.
Or at least the spellcasting skill that she knows the best about.
What lore does Makoto have, Maritime?
Where do I go for that again?
It's under
proficiencies.
proficiencies. It looks like a hand.
Farming, fortune telling, geology, herbalism, mountain.
She has a lot of lore, particularly because that's the cool
River
thing
lore.
about Animist.
Tea lore.
Animist gets
Tea.
Animist gets a lot of lore skills just from their apparitions.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice to know that
Nerd.
Makoto can brew. Nice to know that Makoto can brew us a nice cup of tea before we meet our inevitable end.
Yeah. And I'm a master in it.
What? You're a master tea maker? We can use you. You can open up a shop. You can sell the best tea around. You can be our money maker.
And tell your fortune with the tea at the same
How much
time.
money do you think tea makes?
I don't know, man.
See the prices for some types of tea.
Yeah, so tea are expensive.
Yeah. Some
If
teas are
anything, if someone was
expensive.
still around, they would have been on this.
But still, you have the answer. This is a haunt. This is like a kind of labyrinth haunt that is just making you run around in circles constantly.
That part we knew. Do I know how
Disabling
to
it.
usually...
Disabling it
Yes.
is the hard part. So that's the hard part. Disabling is the hard part.
Yes.
Rat can help with that. And for Rat's haunt lore, I will tell you it wasn't necessary because Bastille rolled 10 higher than you and rolled a 20 on the die.
Oh, that's so cool.
One of-
effectively a double question.
You
One of
gotta love being
Bastille's
able to make 6 checks.
one of Bastille's checks was a 20.
AKA, let me just pull up Google.
That's how you
That's a
push the
robot
odds in
for
your
you.
favor.
That's a robot
Once-
for you.
Yeah, once I saw the
That's
high
cool.
recognition, I was like, I gotta take this from Bastille. That's automaton stuff right on through.
Yes, it is.
It just
So-
opens up Google Chrome to search up what the fuck's going on.
So
Please stand by while I search the internet. What's the internet? Do not ask questions.
Scanning
Yeah.
the ether much for that.
Bastille had the answer pretty damn quickly.
Scanning the Mistonet.
The Mistonet. I like that. I'm going to have to use that. So this is a labyrinth haunt, and you do believe that Willow's ability to cause people to walk out of the woods as if in a trance seems to counteract this.
Okay, that's
So-
why they went for Willow.
Quite possibly. So,
Yeah, unfortunate for them.
unfortunate for Willow. Speaking of which, we're going to fade back into Willow Willow, you awaken. It is pitch black, but you can see with your midnight whistler dark vision, and you can see that you are in a cobblestone basement. The walls are constructed of cobblestone, and it appears to be like a 20-foot by 20-foot basement. And there is a door.
Where am I?
There is a door that is closed, but this door looks like it is super old. And as you're looking around, you see off in the corner what looks like a very, very small humanoid. Very small humanoid who seems like they're only about 3 foot tall. And as you look closer, you can see that they are a female, and they're laying there unconscious. Make me a society check.
Okay. I'm glad I'm trained in this. Wow.
Perfect. You should have rolled that in secret, actually.
Oh. Yeah.
So please re-roll that in secret.
Dang. Oh, wait. Okay. Dang.
That was a D8.
Oh, wait. No.
Look for the button that looks like an eyeball.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
There we go.
Dang, I can't even see it anymore.
You believe this person is a Cowan. Halfling, a halfling race that originate from Highwind. Cowans are halflings, essentially. This one in particular is actually a Nowan variety, essentially gnomes.
No.
And this one is wearing like leather armor. She's laying unconscious. She has long blonde hair.
Hello, I'm trying to shake them awake. Hello, are you okay?
You try to wake her up?
Yeah, we like, hello, are you okay? They're just shaking them, basically.
Let's see.
Without gently,
make a medicine check, please.
Without squishing them.
Make a medicine check.
Okay. A medicine check.
You gently shake her, trying to wake her, and after some time, she goes, and she slowly opens her eyes, and she looks up at you, and what? Who are you? Who are you? What are you?
Who am I? Who are you?
Are you here to kill me?
No, I woke up here too.
Here? Where's here?
I wish I knew. I gathered in the middle of the Primal Wood somewhere.
She looks around. I can't see a thing in here. It's so dark.
You
can take out your lantern?
Oh yeah, I forgot I had. Here, you can borrow my lantern.
So you take out your lantern, turn it on. We're in some kind of cellar or something?
It appears that way. I don't know what happened.
Have you tried that door yet?
No,
And this is what you're seeing.
I saw you, and I wanted to make sure you were okay. You were just lying there unconscious.
Thank you. I think I've heard of your kind before. What are you? I think I've heard stories.
I'm a Wakan, Midnight Whistler. Wakan.
A Wakan? I think I've heard stories about your kind. I didn't imagine you were actually real. You look so strong. Do you think you could force that door open?
I could try. Yeah.
Make an athletics check. Or you could make a thievery check to try to pick the lock.
I'll go with thievery.
You try to pick the lock, but the pick breaks. And she says, it looks like you're too strong.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. What's your name?
I'm Deirdre. Deirdre Lotus. I am an officer of the Magi Guard. Nice to meet you.
I'm Willow. How did you end up here?
Well, I came out here because I heard about a missing girl, and I came out here to see if I could find her. And I don't know how I ended up here.
I got lost, and then I stupidly decided to sit down.
Well, if you can't break the door down, let me try. You want to try one more time to open that door?
Sorry, someone came in the
No worries.
room. Yes, I stupidly lit a fire in the middle of the Primal Wood, and while there was some kind of howling, and then next thing I know, everything turns dark. I felt some kind of hand. Did I see the hand?
No, you felt it.
I felt some kind of hand on me come from behind me, and then I just ended up here. The last thing I know, I was here.
Well, you look so strong. Do you think you can open that door?
I can try. I can't promise anything, but I can try. I'm not as strong as I look.
Yeah.
So you role play out. How are you trying to open this door? Are you trying to kick it down? Are you trying to shove it down? How are you doing this?
Willow, I guess, turns to the side and tries to slam the door with the side of their arm.
Okay, so you try to tackle it down. So
yeah, basically.
You charge up, you back up, and then you charge at the door. And as you charge at the door, it flies open. And you're like, you're looking at yourself, and you're like, I guess I'm stronger than I think I am. And she is so impressed at how you managed to do that.
Wow, I don't know.
And she says, you really are strong. I am Deirdre Lotus. And as my honor as a Magi Guard officer, I pledge my loyalty to you.
Okay.
I'm going.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew that's who this was immediately.
I'm like,
Okay.
Thank you, I think. Even though we just met.
Congrats, Willow, you have the one Magi Guard that actually does their job. Unfortunately, now that she's following you, she might be too busy doing our jobs to do her job.
There's the thing.
Okay.
Give me a second. For some reason, there we go. So there's the thing. And I'm now going to put her there. Now Deirdre Lotus is available to you in the Bestiary Field Guide, our new little toy.
Yeah, nice.
Under Allies. And as you learn more about her, I will reveal different parts in her And for Willow, I'm going to now change her attitude towards Willow as helpful. She is still indifferent to everyone else because she hasn't met everyone else yet. So you now have a new ally.
Well, which watchers? I'd love to stand here and chit chat. We really should find a way out of here. That's what Willow is telling.
So we fade out on you as you and Deirdre try to find your way out of this cellar or basement or wherever you woke up in, and we fade back in with the rest of the party.
On my net, any occultism check. Do I know of other ways to get out of a labyrinth thing beyond Willow's thing? Because Willow's not here, so it's not really helpful.
One of the ways you could try to disable this haunt is with a survival check. You could roll a survival check to try to disable the haunt by finding your way through the labyrinth.
Okay.
Makoto, I think it's your time to shine. Above board.
And
you should mention that.
Makoto could also try to disable it through occultism, trying to cast rituals to disable this haunt that way.
Ooh.
But only Makoto can do that?
Anyone can do it.
Oh.
But apparently Makoto is particularly handy at it. But anyone can try it.
My survival is higher than my occultism.
Yeah, I'm real good at occultism. I have a plus 24 to occultism.
Ida, what's your occultism?
Ada, you are muted. Ada has apparently fallen asleep.
Oh no, Ida.
I can't believe Ada's dead.
Your Qualipod got to her.
Oh no.
Well, it was bound to happen eventually.
Eventually, yep.
It's revenge for telling her she's not that good.
But I'm pretty sure I have the highest occultism. I'm pretty sure. With Bastille, anyway.
Ida said something about her having assurance and something like that. So that's what I was
I'm master in occultism and have a bonus from the pendant of the occult, which is what puts me at a plus 24.
Nice.
Oh, there she is.
There's Ada.
Where did you come from? Oh,
We were calling your name.
Ida?
I was about to say, what's going on?
You fell asleep,
Oh,
apparently.
Yeah, you tell us, where'd you go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay?
Those fucking zone out moments.
Oh, okay. But basically, we're asking what your occultism is.
Oh, my occultism is plus 22, but I do have automatic knowledge in it as well as assurance and occultism.
So either Mikoto could try to find you guys' way through this labyrinth with survival, or you could try to cast rituals, try to excise this haunt with occultism. Which do you want to do?
Is Makoto able to try the other again, considering we had technically already tried that once?
Yes.
Just to verify.
Yes, Mikoto is able to try that.
Oh, we can try to escape, and if we're unable to escape again, then we just do a ritual.
Can
We do
I
dark magic.
roll a Haunts of Lore as an aid check to hopefully give her a +1, or did I fail?
Yeah, I will allow it. I will allow it. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Let's hope I get something.
Let's hope.
I don't think my dice have been too hot this session. All right,
You
there's my...
successfully aid, so Makoto, you have +1 on your survival.
Yes.
You try to find your way through this labyrinth.
I believe in you, Makoto. You are the chosen one.
So Makoto, you're calling upon all the tricks that you know to try to guide your team through this labyrinth. And with a little help from this little goblin that you just met, you wasn't sure about him at first. But you're able to find your way through this labyrinth, and eventually you come upon a clearing. And you're like, you breathe a sigh of relief. Finally, you're out of those woods. But if you come out of the frying pan and into the fire, as you look out at this old, rickety house that looks like it's been abandoned for years. And Makoto, with your survival check, you don't believe this house should be here. According to everything you know, there is no house in these woods. What do you all do?
The guy
Well then.
that shouldn't be here. As far as everything I know, there shouldn't be a house.
Well then, I guess we found the house where the Primal Witch is.
According to legend.
I imagine this is the one I had seen prior, yes.
Yes. And as you check your
Fantastic.
Earthside box, it is now working again. Because you found your way
Fantastic.
out of the
Thanks.
labyrinth. And everyone make perception checks, please.
Still
I'm
blind?
scared.
Yep.
I'm assuming I don't.
What's the perception one?
It's on
a
the
little-
left, right under your 8 armor class.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
No problem.
I may. You see what looks like a huge shadow fly overhead over the house, and you immediately think it's Croson.
Oh my goodness.
But everyone else doesn't see it. Everyone else does not see what you just saw.
So that's either a critical failure or a critical success, and I don't know which one it is, and I'm worried about that.
Ada, you see for a brief instant what looks like the silhouette of a woman in one of the windows of this house. And these windows are dirty AF. They haven't been washed in years. But you could just barely make out the outline of a woman standing there for a brief instant before they're gone.
Did somebody else just see that lady that was there?
Yes, I did you not see Croson? The shadow that flew above the cabin. I swear that was Croson, right?
And everyone is looking at him like, what shadow?
Not another one.
And someone says, yes, I saw it. I absolutely saw it.
Oh, you
Do you
did not.
believe me about Croson now, right?
See, say if so, it is not a complete out of the question thing that what I saw was just a figment of my imagination. If someone else has saw it.
Soma has been speaking on seeing Croson for since I have known them. This is not a viable source for backup of the information.
Well, first off, have you ever assumed that I've really never interacted with Miss Soma at all lately? So I have not had the opportunity to have a conversation with her about her ideas about Croson.
This is why I am informing you that she is the equivalent of the Alopecan who cried dragon.
Okay, I see. That's also isn't that kind of
was
weird?
that Cauldra? So Cauldra, I have a story point.
Yay! Well, that was Pesto, but yay!
I'm going to try to, if I can remember what button it was. No, not that one, but this one. I didn't fucking set it up.
Well, Anita, what do you say we should do then? Because I want to go inside the cabin.
Did you already add the story point?
No, I had not.
Well, then I'm going to add it.
Twilight, are you here?
Add one.
Yes, I'm just partially just trying to think
There.
of what we should I do.
Okay.
One story point given to Bastille. Hopefully only Bastille. Nope, it added it to everyone.
Thanks, but still.
No problem.
I need to figure out how to use that thing.
Hacking into the Foundry system. I will become a god.
Do you have anything?
There goes iRobot.
Yeah, that's bad.
Okay.
Yes, I think entering the cabin. might
I'll just
be our
use the
best
party sheet from now on.
I can't really think of anything that we could do elsewise.
Nah, see. Well, then, I'm pretty decent at hiding. I could just try to sneak up my way there.
Is that wise?
Absolutely not.
Since when has Rat done anything wise?
Never.
Exactly.
So he says, like, I can do that unless someone else got a brighter idea than that.
I mean, with all the hauntings and everything else that's been thrown at us, they probably already know we're here.
Just then, you hear a howl in the distance behind you.
All right, man. How scared are you? All right, Seth, this is up to you. You tell me how scared is my Goblorin, my little baby boy.
You gain another point of unnerved.
I have visions and I'm unnerved as Rat. That's scary.
What else is new?
Rat's gonna turn to Ida, like look up, like kind of like you can see his hat shaking. So that's just a legend, right? About that Hellbound thing, right? Right?
I can only assume to be it. I can only assume that was a legend or the like.
What was that, Mikoto? You were trying to speak there, Mikoto? This has been a production of Mystimon Saga Studios. Mystimon Saga is copyrighted 1995 to 2025 by Sethra Mitchell and is licensed under Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share Alike. The theme music used in this production is Shattered Glass by CJBeards and is licensed under Creative Commons Attribution. Ambience and other music used in this production was provided by Tabletop Audio and is licensed under Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Non-Derivatives. Pathfinder 2nd Edition role-playing game is written and distributed by Paizo. If you would like to learn more about Mystimon Saga, visit world.mystimonsaga.com.